Hi again, welcome to another video, and in this video it's going to be part 2 of this Peugeot Speedfight 4 which I'm sorting out for its MOT and a few other little issues which needed to be sorted. If you watched the first video, I sorted out the water leak, which is just down there. Seems to have been okay, so that's done. I did the seat lock bit there. If you haven't seen the first video, pop back through my videos and have a look, and I will link it below, part 1 of this. Now what I'm going to do is take this off, or the kickstart off, and take them bolts out, and then I'm going to have a look at where the variator is, and yeah, see why I don't think the wheel is kicking in, the drive is kicking in as soon as it should do. So I'm going to have a look in there for anywhere, and yeah, see if there's anything up in there, and then we'll go from there. So I'll get the Allen bit I need and get it all undone and get that side casing off and that, and then yeah, we can get in there and have a look. So I'm on the floor now. I've got the Allen key bit in there, so I'm going to get that kickstart off first, and then we'll get the rest out and then have a look in here. Make sure it's the right way. Go. So hopefully that slip off easy. It's going to, I think. Come in. It's off. So there's that. Keep all the bolts together. There is some, I think they're 8mm around there. So what we'll do, we'll take them off next. Are they 8mm? I think they are. Quite a few around there. I think that one could be there. It's just you can't quite see there, but that holds the air cleaner, and I'll probably take that as well, or the air filter housing. Yeah, that's released everything. I just hooked that up for the moment, so let's get this side off. Oh, I didn't need to undo them ones there, so that's good. They're actually just blanks, so I don't know what that's all about inside, so it would have been a waste of time trying to undo them. So yeah, anyway, into where we needed to get to. So what's going on in here? Belt doesn't look too bad. So now I've got the casing off, I want to, well, basically been having a look in here, and I want to get that off. So if you're doing this, it's the normal way to unlock it. It's not left hand thread. So now we've got that off. Some little splines on there. Get that belt off. Aha. Things fell off. Oh, there we have. We have the little roller things in there. We'll inspect them and have a look at them in a minute. We have got a couple of clip bits fell off, which I think they're alright. They should have come off with this bit though. So let's just hook them out of there. Should be only 3, so they are all there. I'll get that off. So we've got that. So they just push back in there like so. So yeah, now they've got to be. I might actually get all this on the bench, and I can show you better on the bench, but that's how they go in, like that. So now we have the variator on the bench. I'll just show you a little bit closer. Them little pieces were the pieces that fell out when I took it off, so they just fit in there like that. They locate into them 3 bits there. Let me just lift that out. Probably fall out as I do it, but doesn't matter. So no, they didn't actually fall out. There they are. There, so they do actually just locate in like that. Put that there. And then we have the roller weights. Let's have a look at them. Have a little look, and they do have some flat spots on. See, there's a flat spot there. Yeah, quite a lot on that one. Yeah, that one as well. There as well. Yep, that one's got a little bit of a area on that one as well. That one there as well. So they're all slightly worn. So I have, since the first video, bought a new exhaust. I'll show you that soon. But these come with it. Come with these, and it come with these clutch springs as well. So I'm going to fit all these in. So these go in there like so. Put the rest in when it goes back on, and then I've got to take the nut off the clutch to get these springs fitted. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing next. So now I'm going to get this variator back on. There it is. I've put the new rollers in. So what I'm going to do now is just fit this in place, this piece here, and do it without dropping them things off. Yep, done that. So that's all good. So now I can just slide that on there, and if I just hold it together, push it right back, they're all in place. And then it's just a matter of the belt on there, and then that piece, which has the splines in it, and that little piece there, then that goes back on, and it is just a normal way. It's not left hand thread, so I'll tighten that up, and then we'll see if that improves the situation. I don't know which way this goes. I'm just going to try it the normal way and hoping it's not left hand thread, but we'll see. It was the normal way, yeah. So they were both the same. None of them were left hand thread. So we'll see if that slides off, which it does nice and easy. We're to the clutch. Yeah, that all comes off in one unit. Hoping I can get it off without messing with the belt the other end again. To get the belt off, I'm going to have to take that outer plate off again there, just to allow the belt to come off. It's not a problem, I hadn't tightened it, so it's good I hadn't actually. So we'll just get the belt off all together at the moment. Don't want the clutch to fall off though. So I'll just put that back in place at the moment, just temporary. So now the belt's disconnected, I can just lift that off. I'm going to keep it the same way. I don't think it's rotational. I think it can go on anyway, but I'll put it back on the way it come off. And then just pull the clutch off there. So now I've got the clutch on the bench. I've had a little look at it, but we'll take that bit off. I'll show you where the springs are. One there, and one there. It's the 3 springs, and there is a big spring in the middle as well. And to get to them springs, to change them, you have to take that nut off. I have got a socket for it, well, more or less fits, but as you can probably see, that's a 3/4 inch socket bar I need for that, and I haven't got one. And you really need to, well, how I've found out people do this is use impact to get it off, which I haven't got even an adapter or anything for that, so I can't use that. So I've decided anyway that I'm not going to take it off at the moment, because after reading up online, I think these are tougher springs than the ones that are in it, and by these being tougher, it's going to take more revs to push out the shoes before it starts to grab and drives, and that's not what I want. I actually want it to start driving earlier. So I'm going to stick with the ones that are in it at the moment and see how it goes. So we may revisit this and do a spring change. We might not. But at the moment, yeah, I'm just going to put it back on. I know how it all comes off and everything now. So yeah, if I need to go back to it, I know what I'm doing. I know that I'll need that socket. I'm just going to put it back on and then just see how it goes. I think it will be a little bit better because I've put the new rollers in. But I've always got these springs if I want to put them in at a later date anyway. So we'll just see how it goes. At the moment, I want to get back together so I can get the plastics back on, and then I can get it ready for its MOT and hopefully get the MOT next week. And then I can play around with these things afterwards if I need to. So we'll get this clutch back on. I'm just going to take this front piece off of the variator at the front just to get the belt on easier. So just hook that in. Actually, I'll put that on the clutch first. I have put a tiny bit of grease on there. Didn't look like I had any before, but because there is the bearings just in there, just thought I'd put a little bit on. So actually, yeah, I can put it on first without the belt. There wasn't any washer behind it. Actually, I just got to put that belt on first in there. Yeah, there we go. So that's good. We can get that nut back on now. And then we can get this back on the other side. I haven't put any grease on that side, but I think it'll be okay. If I could just get that on there. It's a bit tight, but it is on. And then there's them splines. So I've just got yes, fitted on them splines, and then that bit just pushes in place. And then they've just got to be tightened. I'll do them in the impact off camera, and then it should all be okay, we hope. So what I'll do now is tighten them two off camera. I'll put the casing back on, I'll put the kickstart back on, so then we can try it and see what it's like. And also there's the exhaust I'm going to show you as well. So now the variator and clutch is back on and the cover's back on, kickstart's back on. I've done that side, well, for the moment anyway. You can see the new exhaust is on. I would have filmed that, but it was quite tricky because I had to obviously connect it underneath there. You can probably just see that pipe there. And then there was a bracket there. It'd have been quite difficult to show you me doing it because I had to fight it a little bit. It wasn't a brilliant fit, but just moving things around a little bit, managed to get that okay. So that's on there now. I did try and start it, and actually did start it, but it has got another issue which is going to sort of delay things a little bit. That is the auto choke there. Let's take that cover off. And it isn't working. It's getting power to it because I tested it where the plug is. It's getting power to it, but it just isn't working. I've ordered one. It was only £11, so hopefully in about 2 or 3 days that comes, so I can get that sorted. After a fashion though, I can get it running. I have to just keep starting it, letting it sort of tick over until it warms up enough to not need choke really. So that's what I'm going to do in a second, and you can hear it running. Sounds nice with that exhaust on. There's going to be a part 3 on this scooter, and the part 3 will be fitting that new auto choke. I'll put off camera in between time, I'll put some of these plastics back on. If there's anything interesting along the way, if I have to fix anything, like them clips are broke there for example, I'll just see how it goes, and I might put them on different, or just see how it goes really. And if I think there's anything interesting, I'll film that for part 3. So there'll be the auto choke in part 3, any odd little repairs part 3, and then the MOT result in part 3 as well. So how quick that part comes will depend on how quick I can get in for an MOT, because it's no good taking it for an MOT if they can't start it. And yeah, hopefully it'll pass when it goes, and then yeah, it'll be usable then. And like I said before, the cosmetics will be dealt with at a later date. But at the moment I just want the MOT on it. So yeah, well, I'll show you it starting up and running. And I do think that back wheel is engaging a little bit quicker now, so I'm quite happy with it. I think it'll be okay. And that rusty horrible old exhaust that was on, it's outside now. It looked horrible. That looks really nice on there now, I think. So yeah, we're getting on with it. So I'll show you it running now. So you saw it running. It runs okay. It started a lot better today, but I still think that auto choke is playing up. When I hooked that up to a battery, it didn't seem to do anything. So yeah, I'm going to replace it. It's on its way anyway, so yeah, I'll replace that. Only a couple of minute job changing that over. I think the new exhaust sounded really good, nice and throaty, so yeah, I'm pleased with that. I think if I get the plastics back on, get the auto choke done, this will be ready for its MOT. So I'm going to leave part 2 here, and I'll be along part 3 soon, and it'll be back together then, and I'll show you me putting that auto choke in, and yeah, I'll give you the results of the MOT. Can't see any reason it should fail, but you never know. So anyway, thanks for watching this part 2. I'll be along with part 3 soon. So bye for now.